All right, guys. Pyker here, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. If you missed last episode, you should definitely go check it out because it is quite embarrassing. But we're leaving, we're picking up where we left off, and yeah, Jeb didn't survive. If you guys are wondering, but I got him back. He's right there, so he's safe. I mean, he survived, so we just cloned him again. He's some enough of his body, his DNA survived the atmospheric re-entry. So we took his DNA and cloned him, so he's fine. So I will. We're gonna go ahead and just like pick up where we left off. We're gonna try this mission again. So this is all the parts we have so far. We just have two engines, three fuel tanks, and one solid rocket boosters, one stack decoupler, two parachutes, and some landing struts. Two things for science, but that's pretty much it. We still don't have too much. So we're gonna go ahead and attempt to get back into, or to attempt to get this thing into orbit again. I actually, you know what? We might actually swap this little engine out for a big engine because the bigger engines actually charge the batteries that are in the capsule. So what we'll do is we'll just put a bigger engine on there just to see if it'll help charge, and so we can actually send some more data down to mission control. So, all right, well, I will see you guys on the launch pad. All right, guys, we're on the launch pad, and we have wobbles again, but they shouldn't be too bad or too terrible anyways. We'll put on our SAS, throttle up, even though our SRBs are going to be our main launch here. And we're going to wait till we can center it right there. Oh, that wasn't centered. We're going the wrong direction. Try to turn it over here. Ooh, observe, mystery goo, transmit that data. Just want to go straight up. And without stability control, this is extremely difficult to keep this thing straight. Oh, I didn't want to do that. God. Alright, we're going to revert this flight real quick. I am just having so much trouble right now. Oh, don't mind me. Oh, man. It's been a long day, guys. I just cannot. I just can't win today. I don't know what it is. I apologize. Oh, man. Well, we're going to try to launch this again. Except we're going to launch it right away because we don't need to wait. So we're gonna attempt again to try to get this thing into orbit. So SAS, throttle up all the way, just screw it, and then launch. And we'll tip over just a touch and see if this will work any better for us. I hope it does. I don't know. I just pressing buttons a lot today for some reason. I think what it was is that I thought that I had decouplers on these SRBs, so I wanted to get rid of them. So I pressed space, and I don't have decouplers for them, so it kind of did us no good. Oh, man. Alright, don't press it again. Alright. I almost did. I almost just pressed space again because I'm so used to having decouplers on SRBs that, that all I want to do is just press space whenever they go out. Oh, jeez. Alright, so we're going to attempt to get this guy into orbit. Let's do a crew report. We'll keep that data. Let's do mystery goo. Transmit it as much as we can. And maybe get us into orbit, hopefully. Crew report. See if we can send that one down too. Batteries are being charged by the engine, thank you very much. Their electric charging engine. What else? I don't think there's anything else. I'm not getting out of the spaceship while the engines are up. That was, oh man, I don't know what I was thinking. But it was funny. I'll give it that. It was, at least it was pretty funny. I thought it was anyways. Alright, let's get rid of that. Fire this engine and start our horizontal thrust here. See if we can get some altitude and distance here, which is working actually excellently right now, or most excellent. Let's go to 80,000, and then we'll just wait until we get to our apoaps, and then we'll burn and see if we can get into orbit. I'm hoping we can, but I also don't want to get to the point where I'm gonna screw myself and run out of fuel before I can get into orbit, because that would be bad. So what we'll do is, since the engines are not throttled up, we will EVA Jeb and have him take an EVA report. Keep that data board. Let's do a crew report. Can we transmit that data? We'll transmit that data. Where are we at here? Fast forward. Get to our apoaps roughly and throttle all the way back up here. See if we can get ourselves into orbit without running out of fuel. I hope we can. I want to get this thing into orbit. I think that'd be most excellent. Well, we shall see, because we are about to run out of fuel. Even if we can get it into a minimal orbit, I would be okay with that as well. Oh, we are out of fuel. So how far were we? We were not far away from getting into orbit. But we are at about 80. We are completely out of the atmosphere. So we will take mystery goo and we will transmit that data. And then what we shall do is we will, since this is all empty, what we might do, instead of decoupling our shuttle from here, we'll observe mystery goo. We will keep the data, do a crew report, keep the data. Can we do an EVA and do another EVA report? Yes. Oh, crap. I don't know if I kept it or not. So let's do EVA report, keep, board, cancel, review report. We will discard that data and enter. And then we will fast forward and re-enter the atmosphere on the dark side of the planet. Hopefully, we are directly over the largest continent on the planet Kerbin, so I highly doubt that we'll be landing in water, guys. So we may have to actually ditch this part, but we will see. I don't really know yet. So what we'll do is we will fast forward again as much as possible. Turn off our SAS and point retrograde here. No, turn it back on. Oh, no. Oh my god. Oh, well, stop. Oh, jeez. Alright, SAS, do your job. Alright. There we go. We will re-enter the atmosphere and let the atmosphere slow us down as much as possible before we deploy our parachute. Maybe we can actually see where we're going to land, too, because if it's in water, I would feel a lot better than I would if it was not in water. Because if it's not in water, we're going to ditch this stuff because we don't need it to kill us, I guess, would be the words I'm looking for. So, come on. Start slowing us down already. There we go. Turn over SAS now. The engine. Actually, you know what? We'll turn it back on. Let the engine take all the brunt of the heat. We're about 17, 16. I have no idea if we're over land or not. But what we're going to do is we're going to deploy our parachute now. Because I think we're over land. It looks like we're over land. I mean, I could barely tell. Turn off the SAS and then fast forward. Yep, we're over land. That's what I thought. Bummer. Hopefully we don't land on a mountainside. That would be a plus if we did not land on a mountainside. Cool. Chute's deployed. And let's see if we can get this guy on the ground safely. With the SAS on, so it doesn't go rolling anywhere. Hopefully, anyways. Touchdown. We are safely on the ground. We had a nice, well, it wasn't a complete orbit, but we had a nice orbit, a suborbital, trajectory, I guess. We got up pretty high, got a couple experiments done. So let's see how much science we got from that. Hopefully a lot. Um, a lot of science. Yes. Oh, sweet. We have a total of 40 science now, which is awesome. So let's go into our R&D department and let's get our or our stability enhancements here because we need those more than most things. More science experiments. Let's wait on that. We could use the inline reaction wheel and these winglets, but we could also use these struts and the stability enhancers. And we could use these engines. We have 20 science, and that is so we'll spend our 20 science too because we'll just spend it on this guy right here. So we'll get the Sepratron, the T45 liquid fuel engine, and the big SRBs. So we'll research that and get those, and then then I guess we'll call this an episode, guys. So all right, so next episode we'll probably end up building a little bit more of a legitimate spaceship because we actually have a little bit more parts now. So next episode we'll attempt to actually get into orbit around Kerbin and then probably actually go to the moon with that. We'll try to get to the moon next episode too, because I have a feeling that the orbital, if we have enough fuel, we'll just go shoot out to the moon and orbit the moon and see if we can get as much science from that as possible. But the next thing we need to really look into is the batteries and solar panels. We need batteries and solar panels really badly because without the electric charge, we can't transmit the data. Therefore, we can't get as much science as we can with each mission. So we gotta get solar panels and batteries. That's got to be one of our next things. Because now we have decouplers that go on the side of the rockets. We have stacked decouplers, and we have SRBs and enough rocket engines to get us to the moon easily. So thanks for watching, guys. Like the video, favorite the video. Don't forget to subscribe because this is gonna be a long haul. I mean, we got to get to the point where we're back up to sending rovers out. So the next we got to get up to the point to where we could send a rover to Eve because that's where we left off recently, before 0.22 came out. So don't forget to like the video, favorite it, leave your comments, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, guys. And I will see you next time.